they've got this kind of potential for early push, early pressure, right? With the openings of the draft, you know, they have Chen on one side and then like this Pugna beast on the other. And then, yeah, these two carries, kind of old school style, a Sven on one side and a Drow on the other. You know, we were seeing this years ago.
It's refreshing, I think would be the word that I would use. Because we had the trend of TI, thankfully we're seeing it go away a little bit. I mean, almost entirely at this tournament. We'll see if maybe at other ones things will start to come back or something. But melee carries on the rise, new heroes on the rise. Yeah, different strategies as well. Cool to see that people are going for like these Pugnas and Muertas on the support. It can cause you to have some issues in terms of like playmaking in mid-game. That's my concern, I would say, for Tundra. Thankfully, they have a Storm, which can be active, but a Pugna and Muerta rotating definitely feels a little bit awkward, I would say, in comparison to the Tusk, who's just a much more natural rotator with something like Chen creeps. So we'll have to see how that ends up working out. I do like Tundra's draft, but I definitely think that they can fall into some issues in terms of movement. Yes, their 5-man can be strong, but their movement can be a little weird. Let's see if there's any runes that end up getting exchanged. Pugna, for me, is an incredible hero right now. I actually really like watching it, and yeah, Boo might just be dead.
They're going to drop down the blood grenade, follow it up with the stun, and see if they can get that first blood to Shad. Nah, White One, he'll have to take it. That's
hello,
first
everybody.
blood, nonetheless, for Tundra.
I love it. Hello, everybody. This is Whitemon. He secures the last hit. And yeah, this hero can definitely cause big problems. We saw Pichu the other day, even in a game that they were kind of losing the majority of it. He was the X factor on this Pugna, how much you can do to save allies, buff up something like a Storm heal. That's going to be the cool thing to watch as well from this side of Tundra. Let's see if BZM can do better than some of these other Earth Spirits have in the mid lane versus the Storm. Some of them got owned, but other ones of these Earth Spirits have handled a bit better in the first few levels. But it is a difficult matchup for BZM. Until the game gets later on. Then he definitely has some clear entrances into the game when you're playing versus Pugna in particular, looking for a backline. How do you... I don't know how I feel about this Earth Spirits, though. I think the hero's super strong, but I think here we've seen it have quite a bit of difficulties, even though it has great scaling, you know, all these type of things. I still feel like it puts your draft on a bit of a timer a lot of times.
It does, and it seems like one of these heroes that it can have a rough start in the lane, but then have a really good mid game, but might not necessarily be the hero that's going to like win you the game, even if you get ahead off the back of how strong it can be in those sort of mid-team fights where, you know, you're getting with the Magnetize, doing a crazy amount of damage. But does this hero actually help you all the time end the game, get that victory?
Exactly. Top 33.
I mean, Saxa's dead. I mean, Yuragi, can he get 33 as well with the Frost Arrow? One more. Dive him. Oh, okay.
Just in case.
Good, yeah, it's a good branch down as well. Otherwise, I think Yuragi might have had a chance of getting the hit in. So 33 will live.
Saxa, back to the Ofrenda, back into the mix, immediately getting some harassment going. This lane gets a little bit better for the Beastmaster and the Muerta as it comes up. But Puppy, the Satyr, that's why you see people almost always go for this one on the Chen early. Just helps you ensure that lane. So far, pretty good. But mid is a very one-sided affair. I didn't think it would be that bad, but it's as bad as some of the other matchups, some of the other times that I've seen it. Yuragi.
Oh, Saxa.
Saxa. Saxa. Well, he'll be back to the Ofrenda.
All right. Well, yeah, maybe overestimating the capabilities there of the hero in that trade attempt from Saxa. Ends up giving up his life to Yuragi.
I've had games like this when I've tried the Muerta support a couple of times too, where you just keep dying in lane and then you just come back and you're like, you know what? I don't have to walk. It doesn't feel that bad, these deaths. Of course, you're giving quite a bit of gold, but you come back full. You're able to bring regen and stuff. Yeah, there's definitely some cool potential for plays like this. I mean, cool potential, but he just dies. But yeah, you know what I mean. Like, he can still apply pressure without having to walk or waste TPs. You can also save your TP always to be able to rotate a lot of times when you have this type of Ofrenda. Yeah, all three lanes so far. Definitely seeing Tundra having a bit of an edge.
Definitely getting that. A little bit more farm, yeah. Oh, nice shot there for Saxa. Hitting the two of them.
They're low on regen up here. One healing Lotus on Yuragi. Puppy's going to start bringing more, but they do not have a whole lot. And the pressure, it's 2 points in axes. And that dead shot, still level 1, but when they've got the level 2, could definitely see Yuragi get burst if he's not cautious. And bottom so far, boom. This is not the easiest lane ever for a Enigma in particular. That's why they went for this Sven down here as well, just having the extra cleave, the stun too. If the Eidolons walk up, they'll die. Whitemon getting first blood also is pretty useful. He has boots. Already the fastest hero in the game on the Pugna. You can just freely right-click. I think this hero almost always has the highest early game damage. It's insane how much you're able to actually do just with right-click harassment.
Yeah, you think we're going to see this hero just continue to just become more popular on this playoff stage with some of the teams then?
Yep, absolutely. I think it's gotten buffed a decent amount over the last couple patches as well. The siphoning ward got increased as well. And there's just, I think this hero just has a lot of different like little plays that you can do nowadays that you couldn't anymore, because you can cast spells and items while you're channeling, so you can just trip people up a lot of times. It takes a specific player for the Pugna, but yeah, it's a fun one to watch.
So far, setting up this bottom lane very nicely for Shad, who's having complete free farm.
Saksa could be in trouble here.
Yeah, Puppey is more than happy to take this fight.
He's pinging, and he's got an Earth Spirit in the mid, so if BZM does want to make the swing toward top, he could just get a free one.
It's a good shot here to try and push Puppey back, but it looks like BZM doesn't want to spend the time to head over, and it's just going to be leaving Puppey to chase Saxa down.
He's got the Purge. Still might be able to get him. He's got another Purge. And another Purge.
And another.
And another
and
Purge.
Another. And another?
No, that's it.
Oh, okay.
But he got it.
I mean, that's quite the way to die there.
Yuragi, be careful. The Frenda is he's gonna respawn in 5 seconds. Don't step up too far. There's a boar on him. 3 seconds. There's going to be the rotation, though. This is nice from Zayat.
Yeah, they go straight onto 33. Getting trapped in the shards as well. They'll be able to take 33 now. They can turn attack as well. Puppey's got the wraparound. Whitemon's coming to help out. Has a defensive Decrepify onto Sax, and that'll keep him safe, so Na'Vi have to back off.
That was an interesting series of events. Good rotation. I love that from Zayat. Maybe they're both communicating that, yeah, he's going to come back in on that Frenda, but yeah, they've got the rotation from the Tusk. That means Boom is going to be left on his own. He's not doing that bad on the Enigma, all things considered, when he's playing versus that Sven and Pugna. Haste Rune top, mid one will get it.
Now, close start. And Na'Vi making these plays, getting these kills, but Tundra able to still continue to get a little bit more out of the lanes when it comes to his last hits. So
interesting.
It's very close on the gold.
Mid one's going Arcane Boots. Not something you see too traditionally on the Storms. People want to buy it, but attack speed is very necessary in a lot of times on the Storm.
With this, you're going to be able to hit the jungle a bit easier, have a bit more just mana to play with on the map.
I mean, it helps everybody. It helps everybody, but it hurts you slightly, right? Because you're going to have that less attack speed when you go for some of these kills. But cool. I mean, independent. You know, it's each player has their own approach.
And talking about items, we don't see being sort of picked up on heroes, as we saw on the pop-up there. Boom rushes the earn this game as the offlane Enigma.
Pretty cool. Different approach, right? Rather than the drums that we usually see, he's going that vessel route. Zayat.
He will be found here. Tried to come over to steal the 7-minute wisdom ring, and he will get it.
No way.
Oh, well, that's a job well done there from Zayat.
Oh, what a play. They're getting double wisdom rune. Yeah, they were losing on the CS overall, but that's going to be massive, especially because, yeah, Whitemon's having a pretty good time on the support. They're actually giving him the mid lane. The Storm is going to the jungle a little bit, but Sox is incredibly low level on this Muerta. Already 3 deaths on him.
So
their farm is still good, though.
What's the benefit of getting the Urn first this game for Boom? Like, is this saying sort of that he expects rotations to come in to back him up and get some kills down here, or what?
It just gives you extra kill threat always. I always think you should have an Urn, personally. If you have any hero that
someone's going to buy it, someone needs to buy it.
Yeah, it's such good value nowadays.
Yeah.
Because these bracers have gotten nerfed so much. I don't know, I like Urn. And of course, he's playing versus Pugna, so if he does want to go Vessel route, I don't know if he should go full Vessel, but there is some options to prevent some healing.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
I'm cool. Yeah, I'm very happy with it. Whitemon should be just fine. Mid one gets kicked away from the rune. BZM will get an arcane. So although the last hits, as we said, are favoring the side of Tundra pretty massively, Na'Vi can make easier rotations with these support heroes, as we've seen. Zayat has a smoke ready. BZM is 6 with Magnetize and an arcane rune. And pressure already coming out onto this bottom tower. Whitemon has to stop it. He still, as we said, Whitemon has great levels. It's level 5 on him, but Saxa is going to struggle a lot this game to find stuff. And as expected, 33, you have to adapt. You're playing versus Chen. He's going to go the Ags route on the Beastmaster rather than going for the Helm of Overlord or Dominator, because Chen can just steal the creeps, get shard. Whitemon confident playing aggressive. He's got that ward there. Big stacks coming out. So that'll be the recovery for Saksa, getting that extra experience. Is there a way that they can invade? It might not be possible because he's going to start working on them now. It's level 4 axes, but they have vision of it. So the potential.
I mean, who do you bring
BZM,
over?
BZM moves in. You bring 3 heroes. You bring the 2 supports plus the Earth Spirit.
Okay.
He's got Arcane Rune and Magnetize.
They're TP into tier 1, yeah. They've got the 3 of them here, Na'Vi.
It's already almost dead, though. He started it a bit too early for them to get there. BZM's trying. Can he clean some of the big ones up? Look at one. Mid one?
Should be fine. I don't have any further lockdown for him, and he knows it. Mid one just casually walking away. He's not panicking at all. He knows they can't catch him.
There is an early point of Gust on the Drow, so Yuragi does want to be able to get involved potentially onto these early moves. I like this a lot. Whenever you're playing versus like Storm, some of these mobility mid laners, even versus Pugna, I like that one value point in Gust. And Yuragi's been one of the few players actually playing this. Going for this the sidestep facet as well, which is kind of cool. Allows him to play around nicely inside team fights. BZM trying to be active. You got another power rune. A regen as well after having that arcane. Level 6 is here for Puppey, and he actually almost has the mech. They've got quite a bit of sustain.
Radiant are scanning.
These auras will make a difference too. Having this extra armor and magic resist if any aggressive move does come out from Tundra, with Puppey being this high level. These double wisdom steals. It's a big deal. Mid one.
Look at the roll in and the kickback.
No silence on BZM yet. Still a bit too low level. Can't actually go for the kill, but they get the deny. Well played.
And with all the focus being elsewhere, both carries, Shad and Yuragi, getting a lot of space.
Yeah, we're getting set up for a nice carry versus carry where they're both getting that solid free farm. It's which one's going to feel a bit better, because now we've seen a couple games of the Sven. One of them looked not the greatest, but yesterday's from Nouns was phenomenal. He absolutely stomped the game. So definitely set up for success there. But Yuragi, it's really important that this Drow is not pressured in lane. That's sometimes what this hero can suffer for. In a lot of times, he has almost absolute free farm and no deaths.
I'll be able to join the push here, take the tower, and return to top.
Yep. As you said, this game can accelerate very fast for both sides. Very good pressure.
I mean, who wants to kind of push it the more? Would you say, like, is one of these sides more sort of inclined to try and speed things up?
I don't know about that. I just know that I think that Na'Vi can probably apply a little bit more pressure early with their group up, just because they've got this Chen with such an early mech and such good levels after those Wisdom Steals. So I think that they can set tempo pretty well with this lineup. Tundra can fight back, but like I said, they're making moves is a bit awkward with these two supports. It's pretty much completely reliant on the cores to make any aggressive moves. And for them, it does feel like it's going to be a little bit more of sit back and wait for one timing before they go. Probably just the Axe on the Beast and then just play around 33, which he is very close to.
Yeah, maybe then they'll try and see if they can do something about Yuragi getting all this space up top.
Yeah, usually these beasts, what ends up happening is they get the Ags, they pressure the top tower, and then the first nighttime they take Rosh, right? It's like that 15 minutes, they go straight for the first Rosh, because you just kill it with this beast Ags pretty easily. Na'Vi can contest, though. So could definitely see a big fight kick out in these next 2-3 minutes, depending on where they want to make the move. But Farmfest, 2-4. Lower kill count that we've had.
Yeah, coming up to 13 minutes in, yeah, it's a much more kind of careful game from both of these teams.
Boom is committing
times
for the Vessel. So he is going all in.
Full Vessel rush, okay.
Drum and Vessel. So, I mean, a lot of stats. He's going to be quite tanky.
Sure, but what does it mean that you don't have?
You can't, I mean, it's just going to slow down your BKBs and your blinks, but probably feeling like because he's versus Beastmaster, he'd rather have these small items and be able to fight early. We'll see if it pays off. Vessel is such a good item right now, right? It's gotten so many buffs, 60% reduction. I think we've mentioned it ad nauseum in this tournament, but can have a lot of merit versus something like Pugna. Speaking of Pugna, Whitemon, Zayats is trying to go for a play here onto him.
He's got back over Shad. Shad points the God String. They'll be the rolling for BZM, magnetized as well, and they'll drop the black hole, catch onto the two of them, and that'll allow them to kill off Whitemon. Can they get Shad as well? Another roll fall from BZM, won't catch on to Shad. The roar's there from 33, Tundra, they'll be able to take down BZM in return. They've still got mana on mid one, ready to jump over towards Boom and Zayat, so try and hold them back with a punch. Yuragi also coming in from the side. Gets the Gust. They got enough damage. The shard block onto mid one, but he's able to zip across. He'll be okay for now, and now Zayat will get turned upon. Saxa with the ultimate ready to start bringing in some extra damage to help take Boom down low.
The mech.
Could he quite finish Boom off Saxa? He's trying, but he can't. The ult comes to an end. Yuragi will take Saxa out.
Nice play from Puppey, good rotation in. They brought the numbers, a little overcommitment there from BZM, but then a bit of an overcommitment that comes out from Tundra and gets punished. Started like in a bit of an advantage there for Tundra, but yeah, afterwards when Puppey coming in, they get a little bit more. Both teams showing they're keen to fight, even if it does go down like that. Especially because 33 had just gotten the timing on the Ags to be able to show up. And Shad, that's probably the biggest thing, is that he ends up surviving, so that's why maybe I'd give a slight edge to the side of Tundra. Shad sews up, gets black hole, ends up getting a couple cleanup, not like full kills. I don't think he got one of the last hits, but he got some XP, and he's nearly level 12 on this Sven. So gonna have a bit of an advantage over
Saxa. Well, they're going to find him. They're bringing the full team in for this push top, Na'Vi. They got the full 5-man ready to take the tier 1, I'd imagine.
Does he remember to destroy his Ofrenda here? Because his Ofrenda is standing right on top of Puppey right now. If he doesn't destroy it, they'll spawn right here. Unless they want to fight here.
Oh, but I don't think they want to fight.
I don't think so either.
So he'll probably, as you say, he's not going to go back to this.
You sure about that?
Oh, don't do it, Saxa. Oh.
Did he forget?
I mean, I was going to say that straight up there. Was that him just not knowing that he could destroy it, or just forgetting?
He destroyed it now immediately, so I think he just forgot. So Na'Vi getting another... I mean, that's a lot. That's 6 deaths now. 6 of the 9. Saxa, we had concerns about them where that's important. They're bullying it, and now they're the ones who are going to get that rush first because of it. And it gives them vessel charges too, so maybe that's why Bloom also wanted vessel.
The mess up.
He's like, oh sure, I get some extra vessels if this Mort is just gonna be dying like that.
Well,
those are big slip-ups.
But definitely ones that won't happen again. You know, that's one of those things, you make the mistake once in a game and then, you know, it's not going to happen again.
I've seen this too many times.
Oh, you've seen mistakes happen again.
I've seen these Morts do this a lot of times on support, but whatever. If they take Ofrenda, we do see them take the other facets sometimes, but... Saxa definitely getting punished here. And now the push is commencing. Look at these auras online. The drums, they have Puppey with all of these little creeps. And he's got Holy Locket. It's a very farm Chen, as Puppey tends to do. But he's 3-0 and 4. Level 10 as well.
In the mid. I mean, GZM's got the blade melt. So has to be careful there, mid one, how he commits for that. I mean, they're pushing up still.
Tundra's getting sandwiched a bit here.
Yeah, Na'Vi's swinging across.
They have to claim high ground, and they will.
Yeah, Na'Vi's not going to chase them up to the high ground at the moment.
They still are very farmed on the Sven and the Beastmaster. Also incredibly high level. Level 14 and 13 on these two. So definitely able to take the fight if it's in a good position for them. But they do have to factor in all these auras. Puppey is going to be making a big difference with how much he can heal and reset.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, they get the roar. They're going to start things on towards Zayat. They blow up the tusk. BZM. See if he's going to catch. We get the silence on the bow for them. Saxa popping the ult, trying to fight back. They'll move back in on a BZM. He's able to put the magnetize. He's healed up. BZM's perfectly fine. The black hole comes in from Boom. Oh, it's a gorgeous one there. Gets the 3 of them.
He's just able to walk in and cast it.
I mean, Na'Vi just playing these fights very easily. I mean, BZM goes in and he's like, go on me. Yeah, he wants them to throw everything down, trusting, of course, all the heals and backup that Puppey can provide. They don't even get close to killing BZM.
No.
And in that time, they do just let themselves get walked up and 3-man black hole by Boom.
They commit quite a lot to blow up Zayat, but he literally just walked in and black holed the moment.
Yeah, because look, they're looking at BZM. He puts the blade mail, so they're waiting it out, and it gets to the point where it's about to come to an end. So they're like, now we can go back in on BZM. They get him down to half HP, but Puppey is easily got heals. BZM's fine, and the next thing you know, as Tundra, you're getting black hole by Boom.
And Chad actually, he was, I guess, too scared to go for an angle potentially of like a stun or something and then walking in because his team was already dying. Shows up and then just has to run away. They're very high level, they're very farmed, but they're not able to take these fights so far. And Yuragi's pace is accelerating fast. Oh, and he's got Butterfly done.
I mean, yeah, this is just some great moves.
It's coming on the courier in a second, sorry.
And some rare mistakes from Tundra really being made this game. And Na'Vi, they're punishing it.
And they're getting tankier and tankier faster.
They're going to have the pipe soon, right?
Pipe soon. Puppey, I believe, is going to have a Vlad's very soon, too. Almost level 2 heal. And I'm just looking at the auras. Ice armor being thrown onto everybody. He's got the cloak aura. Very strong stuff. Oh, he even has the heal aura. So that's even stronger, too. That's actually... I usually don't see people keeping that one this long, but when he's got Holy Locket mech as well...
Yeah, the heal
this
amp.
extra heal amp.
Yeah. That all adds up.
On top of his I mean, it's a lot of healing that's going to be coming out.
They've got to find Puppey, but it's not like Puppey's easy to kill himself.
No, he's tanky. This could be problematic for Tundra to take any fights head-on versus Na'Vi at this point. Even though it's like the gold lead isn't even really there for Na'Vi, it feels like their group up is that much stronger.
Yeah, they're definitely putting on the pressure much more, Na'Vi.
Oh, will Shad get that Wisdom Rune, actually? They didn't end up taking their 14-minute Wisdom Rune on Na'Vi, but he doesn't notice. They're going to look for the fight. They want to contest this.
Na'Vi trying for the Tormentor.
There's no black hole, but they can
finish it off. 33 is going to go straight away to Boom. They also managed to catch Yuragi out to the side. Yuragi in trouble as that's the Aegis gone. Now Shad times up for the cleanup. As they're going to be able to set up here to take Yuragi out a second time by the looks of it. He tries to TP up, but the root of the bird connects. Na'Vi this time making the mistake as they try and push on, and they lose 4.
Blink by 33 catches the Enigma, and then Yuragi in a kind of in no man's land. He was beyond the tier 2, so he couldn't actually contribute with his team onto the high ground there. Bit of mispositioning, punished immediately.
Yeah, they weren't ready for that at all.
No.
I imagine maybe just after that play around the mid, Na'Vi potentially felt that they were more ahead than they were.
And that's definitely true. It did feel like it could be a bit of a difficult fight to kind of walk in there unless Yuragi's in this position, because I'm watching the Drow in particular. Watch where he walks after they finish off this Tormentor. He kind of puts himself into a very dangerous spot.
And it's the push of the Aurora as well from 33. Gets it on Boom, and that pushes Yuragi further down the lane into the rest of Tundra. So, yeah, pushed into an incredibly bad position. 33, excellent start from him on that fight.
Well, they slow down that momentum hard. Now they have a 5K lead just off of that. They already were, like we said, the gold lead was pretty much non-existent.
Yeah, that just blew up massively. Because it's been pretty much, dead even on the gold. And then, bang, 5K off that fight.
Yeah, Yuragi just has to be a bit more... He had the butterfly, too. Just has to be more careful with position. Yeah, the roar pushed him, but overall, they just did not anticipate that move that was coming in.
And Saxa, he's ready to go.
Puppey
lost that Maelstrom.
Puppey lost his creeps too. That was the important thing. So he's got to regather a little bit of that army. Black Hole is back up. So Na'Vi potentially are going to still look for that fight, but it's a big swing. Mid one now has a BKB. So he has protection versus the Gust in particular, probably the one that he has to play around the most. He can just jump onto this backline. And what you said, Saxa was going... He doesn't have Maelstrom, right? He just went Treadstrom, so... He's going more for team fight first. Then he's going to go back.
Yeah, he's going to get in there. Yeah. He didn't rush it. But it will be there eventually. And then he'll be ready to scale as well. Puppey adds another aura to the mix. Has the Vlads for Na'Vi.
A lot of momentum lost, though. Chad, nearly level 18, almost has S and Y. And he's continuing to have pretty ridiculous farm. Yet to die. They're feeling that strength. He's like 4 XP from 18. Let them get the XP.
He'll get it from the lane.
Yeah,
or something.
he'll get it from something.
Some sort of lane.
Some mid XP soak or something. So they'll have level 3 God strength after this range creep dies in mid.
There we go. Oh, he'll reveal himself actually. Shad, he's happy to bait.
They've got double BKBs. Let's see if Na'Vi's ready for this one. This could be a bit of a tough fight unless they can get another good black hole from the Enigma. They're smoked as well. So it is stalling. It has delayed a lot of Boom's item progression, though, right? Going for all these small items in between. He still doesn't quite have that blink for positioning. So it could be pretty hard for him to approach in the fight. I know he got a 3-man black hole last time, but he literally just walked into doing that one. And once they start getting more items, I think it's harder for him to go for that. Always will be the answer of the roar, too.
Smoke up again from Na'Vi.
They've regathered the army for Puppey.
See if they can find Shad. Someone's in the trees. BZM's going to check from there. Get the opening stun into the glass. The BKB's out for Shad. Hot God turns straight towards BZM. BZM's out of the fight. Now they can look for more. Turning towards Zayas. They'll put the shards out, trying to block them away from him. They get the jump on a Boom, but also keeping the distance. The Malefice down from Boom. He's holding onto the black hole for now. Zayas continues to get focused by Shad. Shad, one more hit. Not going to quite get Zayas, but he's able to turn. Take Boom instead. The decrepifying of the blast from Whitemon finishes off Zayas. 33 runs down Yuragi. It's another disaster of a fight here for Na'Vi, as this time round they'll lose Puppey as well. Tundra, they're going to get the full team wipe.
Beautiful fight. I mean, perfectly done. It's actually Na'Vi who initiates it, but it's onto the worst target possible. Shad just stands his ground. 33 sees Yuragi. He pretty much solo killed him on the drow.
I mean, this game is slipping away for Na'Vi so quickly.
It feels
2 rough team fights, and from an even game straight up to an 11k gold lead now for Tundra.
I think a couple times we've said this too, is when we see, you know, it looks good, it sounds great, the butterfly rush, but it doesn't really do too much if they're able to get on top of you. I can't blame his itemization because it's kind of the way that they took these team fights, but Tundra has taken complete advantage.
I'm playing these fights perfectly, Tundra, making sure that, you know, this was a case where, you know, any other team, if they could highly likely focus just on getting these 1 or 2 big kills, but the way that they sort of split up as a team and everybody was able to keep control of their own opponent, it allows them to just get the full team wipe and take everybody down.
Where do you go from here now on Na'Vi? Do you have a backup plan now that things have completely crumbled 2 times? It's probably get Roshan, don't let Tundra get down, and hope that you can take a fight afterwards, but they need... It feels like they need that next item at least to be able to try to contest, or they have to hope for the black hole. I mean, Boom needs to get Blink and just hope that he can find a position for it, because this game,
I mean, Shad is
so fast.
Yeah, Shad's just massive at this point.
Harpoon's online.
Zayats. Let's see if he can escape this. He cannot. Dead shot from Saxa, hits perfectly, pushes him back into the sword of Shad. I mean, this game...
I don't even think they can defend this. This Rax is just dead.
I feel it's been a while since I've seen a game just go from 0 to 100 as quickly as this one did.
In 6 minutes.
Like, it really did.
Literally 6 minutes.
It was all calm. It had a slow start, and then bam! 2 basically team wipes by Tundra. And now they're taking a set of Rax. They're on the verge of taking another. This game, it's just completely exploded.
2 fights is all it takes from the side of Tundra. This is 2 sets. They're going to finish up the second
They're going to get him.
Oh, boy. Wait, Puppey took the Aegis. I just noticed this as well.
What's the strat there?
We lost. That's the strat.
That's... Well, I mean... Yeah. Is it a misclick? Is it just sort of Puppey being like, yeah,
maybe you're on like you guys before they do anything with the Aegis. He's dead twice, but maybe it's a bait. Boom. He's got the blink. This is the weirdest thing ever. This game literally went from 0 to 100.
Yeah, it really did. And play style and just kind of what the heck's going on style.
I mean, look at the 20-minute mark, right? 20 minutes.
Yep.
Very even.
Very nice,
like a 1K
normal game of
gold lead for
Dota.
Tundra, and then
then we've hit insanity. Next thing you know, Na'Vi's going to be making a comeback. If that happens, then, you know, we've gone into some sort of shadow realm. I don't know what's going on. But as it is, Tundra should, if the last 5 minutes or 6 minutes to be believed, that one more team fight, they've got this game.
They got 2 sets of Raxes at 20 minutes just from a push because they weren't ready to defend.
Puppey took an Aegis.
Puppey took an 8 and then died immediately. Wisdom Runes, this time they'll be able to get some on Tundra.
Maybe that was the plan, you know, it's like, uh-oh, I picked up the Aegis. Let me try and just lose it before my teammates notice that I picked it up.
Oh, I'm sure they noticed.
Oh, okay. Maybe like Puppey's like, phew, they didn't notice.
Wonder what the comms are like. It's probably pretty
I saw a smile on Puppy's face at least. Maybe not on the rest of theirs, but he was smiling.
33. Shiva's done. Has a craggy coat on top versus this Drow, plus armor aplenty. 33 armor on this Beastmaster. They're just massive at this point. And they have a base ward still, Owen. So they see all of Na'Vi inside the base, so they can pick and choose how they want to take this next fight.
Uh-oh. BZM just rolled in. He gets caught by the roll. Boom's trying to step up.
He's almost dead.
It's a big zip from him. He gets the vortex onto Boom. Boom's gone without buyback. This one, at least for Na'Vi, they don't get team wiped. They only lose 2 heroes, but still not great news for them. 20k lead for Tundra.
They have a tier 2 top. That's the, you know, the silver lining. But my goodness, what an explosive game from this side.
This game's crazy.
Lincoln's now for the drop, but this is not going to protect you. That 33 Beastmaster. Sometimes it just does these things in these games. Mid, BZM. Another one caught. And this decision to get this Sven, swap this Muerta support, yes, Sox has struggled. Don't get me wrong. 3 and 7, but Shad, pretty much, it's a flawless performance. It might be his best one I've seen in a very long time.
Definitely, when you consider sort of like probably his GPM and XPM, like this was great farm from the Sven.
Yeah.
And perfect involvement, 4-0-9.
And maybe we'll start to see more of this hero, because now 2 games that I've seen it.
I mean, Shad always liked the Sven as well, right? This was one of Shad's classics. So if he's finding the chances, and as a team they're finding the drafts to get this involved, then yeah, for sure, we'll see some more Shad Sven.
Yeah, and the Warcry overall versus that Drow, he's now level 20, so he's got even more of it, right? That +8. They're just so durable in the fights now. Even if they do get a black hole, I don't think that by any means there's going to be enough damage.
Yeah, what have we added? Yeah, just only the 3 Sven picks so far this tournament.
Yep, 1 loss to
just only the 1 win. That's the jump. Is Boom going to get the chance to get off a black hole or anything? He's going to be saved by the snowball for now. He'll just die immediately as he comes out of it. Overwhelming damage for Shad. They get the raw connection onto Uragi. This game's over. GG is called. Tundra, my goodness. They did more than just wake up in the second half of this game. They just completely annihilated Na'Vi.
Their farm was pretty insane in the lane, right?
It's so hostile. What in the world? I'm being trapped in this interview.
Sorry, I didn't mean to pull a gotcha. Let's talk about the draft we've just seen. It looks really aggressive. It looks hyper fun for you guys to play. You know, is this that you just kind of smelt blood in the water and you're kind of going for the finishing blow? Is that the mentality?
I mean, it's just a classic Beastmaster game. When he starts ramping up, just, you know, once he just gets snowballing and when he's out of control, game's just over.
Absolutely. So that's a plan. Snowball, go, get him, play quick. Let's see how it works out for you guys. Thank you very much, Moon. We'll throw it back to our casters for game number 1.
There we go. Game number 2 here. Tundra versus Na'Vi. And we've seen exactly what the panel was concerned about. A Visage getting first blood. Keeps happening, Fogged. These early solo subs kills gives you that very nice little bit of a boost.
Not just that. Storm gets galvanized, right? So it's actually like both gets a benefit out of this level 1 fight. I'm not mistaken on that, right? Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's got 1 stack.
He's got the 0.3 extra mutation. These things matter a lot. Getting this first blood, we've seen it so many games just kind of accelerate these Visages out of control. And this is definitely a game, you know, Pando talked about it. I love when we see these combos. I've seen the Luna Tusk Visage Storm. I saw that one from the Nouns the other day. This one, it's a similar one. You have the Storm, Visage plus Tusk, so Drinking Buddies, Birds. Every one of these Storms at 15 minutes, even without Visage, they're buying the Shard. It's clearly a thing that people have started theory crafting that makes it super strong. And this is definitely one of those games you could see 33 go absolutely crazy and look at his position already. They might get caught off guard by this.
Oh, is he going to get another bit of early action? Surely
top lane should be saying, there's no one here. Something's not right.
Boom and Zydes should be being very careful.
Boom.
Got the shards. I mean, they're going to get him.
Dead. He's got 9 stick. Is it enough?
It is. Okay. It is. It's enough to save him.
I didn't see that he had the 9 until right afterwards, but put very low, and now 33. He has enough money to be able to make his way toward top. Sox is going to drag the wave, so they're only going to miss out on, I believe, 1 of these waves so far. He's staying down here.
Oh, he really wants something.
He wants a kill before he leaves. He's trying.
This one they should get, right?
This one they should have, yeah. He's got another shot. It's going to be close. They got him. Bonus gold.
Now he'll leave
Now
the
he'll.
lane.
And the wave, it is behind the tower. Saksa got it to actually cut the wave perfectly, so he'll be able to deny this wave and keep the wave potentially here too. So Yuragi, can he actually keep that wave there? No, it's pushing forward. So yeah, this ends up working nicely for 33.
Quite the start here for Tundra with that all in mind.
Yep. He's got double stat items already, I believe, or at least one of those coming out, and a stick and a quelling, so he'll have the wave to play versus the Sprout. And yeah, the wave is coming in. And Saksa, yeah, just being very annoying, body blocking camps. This team probably, I mean, I'll say this team, 33 in particular, knows every ins and out of Visage. How you want to play, rotate with it. I've seen games where he gets destroyed in lane and then he just roams. So, yeah, Visage.
Is he the best Visage player? Would you say in this patch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would probably
Go
say so.
33 Visage,
Yep. And the sniped courier, Saksa being very, very annoying. They actually have to keep the secondary courier at the tower now. And we'll see the lanes, how the other lanes end up going down. Since they started as that tri-lane bottom, it should be pretty strong, especially because it's also SF Tusk, one of the strongest lanes. And Storm vs Tiny, mid one, should have a very good time in the mid lane too.
Bottom lane, it feels like Na'Vi's got to be careful. Even without 33 here, they can still die to these two.
Absolutely. It's full souls already up on the SF.
They're like trying to get the setup. Cookie, of course, will help out, but can only cookie one of you.
They're
still taking so much damage and not being able to trade any of it back against Shadow Whitemon.
And this is before level 3 even comes out. Level 3, it kicks up that pressure even more down here. The Tusk and the SF get that much stronger in comparison. Not going to be an easy start for Na'Vi. A 2k gold lead. The power of the Visage. And let's see what Yuragi does overall with the game plan. Since this is a hero that absolutely wants to farm and go for Gleipnir, let's see if he looks to fight early, if he's going to make some of these TP rotations, kind of four-man sandwich the SF. I think there's definitely chances that they can maybe go through Portal and do some TP plays to look for this SF, but it feels like they're going to have to start band-aiding lanes pretty early on the side of Na'Vi.
This bottom lane's not going to get any easier for them for sure. Just having to pop through these salves. And Puppy's going to come in with the rotation.
There's the potential four-man rotation that I was talking about. I think Yuragi even could skill teleport to look for a kill if they really want to persist for Shad. Because the lanes are just sad at the moment.
And Puppy's coming in.
Go for him.
Got the flame break knockback. They got the cookie. Scatter blast as well. It's not enough burst. In fact, Shad turns around, gets one of the raises off. Puppy's still in on top of him, diving under the tower, but Shad, he's going to survive. And now he's ready to turn. Raises come in. He lives on a single-digit HP there.
What a TP by Saksa. Comes in, force feeds him that Lotus. He survives because of it. Quick rotation to stop that aggression.
I believe gives him tangos and salves as well.
Yep. Great support play. And Visage has the lane in a good position, so 33 should be able to get something out of this as well. Yuragi is pulling the lane top, but there's a lot of aggression. Boom.
And with the cookie already used, there's not much more escape. That's going to help him. They've got him. Another kill here for the safe lane. Shad. 1-0-3. They found every single bit of action Shad's been involved in so far, with most of it, pretty much all of it happening down here outside of that first blood.
And for the next 70 seconds down here, it's super dangerous. Extra -4 armor. Everyone's at -8 if they walk up next to him. And you don't want to keep those stacks going, because as we know, it fully refreshes. So if he gets another kill...
How low did he actually get?
I think it was like 1 HP.
It was like 3 HP?
Yeah, something.
3 or 4. 4 HP, yeah. There we go.
Saksa stalking Puppy too. Puppy's just trying to make moves because of how like these lanes just got destroyed, so he's just trying to salvage things. But yeah, Saksa's just stalking him. It's as good as a start as you want for the side of Tundra. Level 6 already on the Storm too. Yeah, they're just crushing all 3 lanes.
I mean, as Na'Vi, you know, tried to make that play down bottom, doesn't work out. What's sort of the next point of call to get something going in your favor?
Help your Tiny. Enable your Tiny as much as possible. Uh-oh.
Talking about the Tiny, BZM. He's had his Arcane Rune stolen by Whitemon, caught in the shards. He's dead. Another kill to be found by 33. A swing across over towards Zayats. Mid-one's got just enough mana to catch up to him. With the Arcane Rune, Whitemon's going to have spells again in a second.
He pulls in the Visage. Now he got the trap. Another Soul Assumption.
Let him get the kill.
Oh boy, Owen. Look at that network.
This one's rough.
The roaming Visage, we've seen him do it before. He's like, yeah, I don't want to lane. It's not even worth it for me to lane. These kills are worth too much gold.
I mean, and he's got a great lineup around him to get these kills right.
And look at what time it is. 6 minute, 42nd. They do want to look for the kill and potentially go for that Wisdom Rune. They're going to sneak in just for the Wisdom. BZM's coming in the area. Boom.
He's going down.
Another one.
Can they get to if they get the Wisdom Rune in time?
Bring everybody, Na'Vi. Do not let them do this.
They're going to block off the escape of Shad. Shad turns, gets a couple of raises out, but he will fall. So Na'Vi, they'll be able to turn up, make sure they secure themselves the Wisdom Rune. Also get the kill onto 33. So Na'Vi finally able to find a bit of action going their way as they punish Tundra.
They need to make these type of 5-man rotations, though, to fix the problems that are going down already. Top net worth Visage. Yuragi, decent farm, but the other 2 cores devastated at this point. But at least they didn't get the Wisdom stolen. So it is just that 1-for-1 exchange. But mid one thriving on this game. He goes Arcane Boots again. I guess he just really does like it on this, you know, just in particular that we've mentioned last game. It's mostly treads, but he just really likes to have that extra mana regen. And in this game, it's definitely one where you could see Storm also pop off because there's a bit of limited stun. It's BZM mostly that's going to be that answer, and mid one already off to a hot start. Power Rune. Can Na'Vi secure this for BZM?
Mid one.
Puppey gets it.
Puppey's able to steal it.
But here's 33 again.
They go straight over towards BZM. Underneath the tower, can he survive? No. He goes
Puppey
down, they turn towards Puppey as well. He's trying to at least bring down Whitemon with him. The Scatter Blast comes in, but it's 33 getting the double. Mid one will die to the tower. So Na'Vi getting kills in return. Can Yuragi find 33? Kisses coming in. They can. So once again, Na'Vi finding the ability to turn up and make sure that Tundra do pay for these aggressive moves.
It's good that Zayats was able to get the 6 this early. It's actually pretty huge. 8 minutes in, Snap having 6 with these moves that he's done. Definitely allowing them to fight back. Yuragi now getting some pressure onto the tower. This is dead. Good responses. Even though they lose Puppey again, ends up being worth it. BZM is really struggling, though.
Whitemon is trying to lead in. They want to make the jump onto Yuragi. Mid one's in as well. A lot of backup for Yuragi, and a Cookie up to the high ground keeps Yuragi safe.
Toss back.
He's got a snowball to try and get away, but with the 5 of them here, Whitemon will get taken out easily as Na'Vi continue to really show Tundra that Tundra got to be a bit more careful now about how they go about these plays. Na'Vi's prepared.
You want to play a chaotic game? We'll respond with chaos. 5 heroes, as you mentioned, to the mid lane to fight back. All things considered, pretty good. They do get BZM a good kill to get back into the game. He's same net with his mid one. Yuragi's got good net worth. And they do find that kill onto 33 to slow him down. It's just Boom who's the one who's struggling the most. You know, he's a Doom. He's gone for the Gluttony facet, which usually allows you to get that really high, fast farm. He is slowed down so much. He's bottom of the cores.
He's got the Phase Soul, and he's going to get the Crimson Guard first this game.
Very important. Puppey.
One gets the jump. They'll be able to put a stop to the Cookie escape as Puppey will fall.
Every kill matters a lot. How much gold they get from these soul assumptions. It's going to be max level now. And mid-tower, potentially going down. They've got Glyph. Kiss is up in 5 seconds. Do they want to fight for this tower? They're pinging like they do. Puppey's pinging it out. They've got the kisses at the ready. Boom. Bottom.
And when they catch them out alone, they get the kills very easily, Tundra. Same to be sit there for Na'Vi. Potentially they find 33.
He's got the
He's too speedy, actually. He's able to just run from the fourth, and Whitemon jumps away as well. Both of them just able to walk away from 4 heroes of Na'Vi. Now backup comes in for Tundra. Tundra, they can look to take some kills their way as they get the catch onto Zayats. 32 grabs another kill with a soul assumption. He's got the mana here to control BZM. And BZM he's not getting out of this. Another Soul Assumption, another kill. 33 continue to get crazy amounts of gold here on the Visage.
It's also starting to become track kills, Owen. So on top of the extra gold from Soul Assumptions, the track will start to make it also. It's not a lot, but all these little things do matter. 40 extra if he has 4 heroes there. It's 160. Shad has 3 stacks of lasting presence, and boom.
More Soul Assumption kills for Visage.
Track Soul Assumption. Money, money.
So what's the maths? How much bonus is 33 getting? He said, well, he gets 40 from the track.
Plus 210. So
250 bonus gold for every kill that he's finding with these Soul Assumptions or kills under the effect of it.
Each kill is worth over 500 gold,
yeah,
pretty much. Because the bounty gets a lot more for himself as well, so he gets 130. So it's actually probably even more than that for each of these kills that they get with just a bounty plus a Visage. Puppy. 4-man stunned by the birds.
Fine Whitemon. He's going to go down. Tundra, do they want to try and fight into this without their tusk? They don't. I mean, well, Shad's thinking about a Requiem for the tree line. Well, they'll back off.
BZM's about to have Blink. They need this Blink pretty bad to be able to match this aggression that's going on, because they're getting crushed, Owen. They're getting crushed around the map. Yaragi's farming okay, but this bounty hunter almost has the same net worth as the Doom. And that's a Doom with Gluttony, like we mentioned, so. Tundra getting so much out of the map, and this is even pre-15 minutes where they don't have that Storm Shard too. You imagine Midwin's going to get it, and then it's just going to be go, go, go with those birds. Speaking of the birds, 33 almost has a pipe after the drums. So huge disparity between these offlaners. He's almost double the net worth of a Doom on a Visage.
That's how wild Visage is right now, and how crazy 33 is on the Visage for sure. Always takes it to the next level.
And so unique the way that he plays. I think we'll probably see other
he must
teams
love
adapt
this
like
patch
this.
so much as well, because he always loved Visage, right?
Yeah.
And now Visage is just better than ever. 33, he's got to love these sort of games. Just getting to pop off at this level.
I feel like you can't give them this hero. I think you just can't give 33
yeah,
a lot of
watching this
times.
gameplay, it's like this has got to be top of the list to not let 33 get his hands on, because
especially not a last pick.
Yeah, dude, I can guarantee there's some people watching right now that are going to be like, hold up, that was a last pick?
Yeah.
This was a last pick?
Last pick Visage when they already have the Tusk drinking buddies and everything. BZM gonna go for a play. Kisses.
Now catch him here.
Nicely done.
Unlikely to be able to get mid-bomb. He's got enough mana with the regen rune.
Throwing the tracks.
Can they get more now?
Trying to chase. He's got Blink.
Get the lasso in. Get another. I mean, Whitemon's thinking about trying to fight back. Taxa goes down. Doom gets dropped on the mid-bomb, but Mid-bomb's going to be able to walk away. Good Requiem here from the sideline. Shad pushing back the entirety of Na'Vi. Stepping up, looking for Zayats. The pickup of the Wisdom Rune goes the way of Whitemon. BZM, though, gets another good toss back. Pull to the side. They're trying to keep Shad alive. He's getting buffed up, but he will fall. Now can Tundra get clean up? So 33's back in action. Puppy gets taken down. They've lost 2 Na'Vi. Can they get the rest of them out of here? Doesn't look like they can. BZM getting controlled by the Familiars and Mid-bomb. Mid-bomb will fall. And the Soul Assumption pick off here to come through from 33. Gets dragged to the side by Whitemon. Zayat trying to find the burst, but 33, he gets the burst first. Another Soul Assumption kill. Double kill for 33. Sax is ready to lead in on towards Yuragi. He's going to try for the TP out. They got any way to stop it. They don't. Yuragi escapes.
What a TP. All right, chaos ensues. 18. Last game we had, what, 2 to 4 or something, then explode. This one has 29 kills in 14 minutes. Good persistence from Na'Vi to get at least a good amount of these core kills. But then the Soul Assumptions and track come into play.
That's the thing, right? If you consider this game, if it didn't have like this last pick Visage getting through, Na'Vi would probably be in a pretty good spot.
Agreed. It's just the bonus gold that's counteracting pretty much everything. Even though, yeah, you get bonus gold from Doom, or from, you know, the Gluttony and everything, they just get too much out of this track and Soul Assumption afterwards.
And the setup
Yuragi.
here, look at this.
Long zip.
I see him. They're straight in on top of him.
Yuragi's gone. Shad will survive.
Bottom lane, I mean, Whitemon, he should die here, so Na'Vi gets something. I mean, he's Juki.
What?
No way.
No way. He
Never mind, they don't even get Whitemon.
And now the rotation's coming in. Here comes the squad, the extra gold squad.
Uh-oh, yeah, here comes 33 and mid-one. They'll catch Zayats. More money for 33. And maybe now Puppy. I think, well, definitely now Puppy. They could see if they can keep him alive long enough to let 33 get him with a Soul Assumption.
Sure will.
That's another one.
Money, money. And Whitemon lives during all of it. 2, 3, and 14 on this Tusk, level 9. Juking him out. Look at the early game items that they've all purchased too. Double drums. Drums even on the Tusk to be able to play around with that extra movement speed. Boot to the Bearing now finished for 33. 21 to 11. 21 kills on the team with all this bonus money.
The Visage bounty.
Gleipnir's done. All things considered, as you said, not bad timings for Yuragi. He's only died the once this game, which is pretty surprising. But his other 2 cores are devastated right now. Boom. 900 gold away from Crimson, but feels like he needs Crimson and that pipe ASAP just to block out this damage that's coming out from the SF and the Visage in the middle of the fights.
I mean, it just feels impossible to be able to try and carry a game like this as a Nature's Prophet when everything is just collapsing in on you. The pressure's there. You're playing from behind. It's so difficult for Yuragi.
And at this point, too, they have the Shard on the Storm. So Visage, I believe, also bought his, so they've got the protection. 33, definitely feeling a little bit vulnerable at times because they threw kisses on him every single one of the fights. But now they have that Storm Shard, too. So the bonus damage on these familiars, watch how they shred heroes. Grove Bow for both of these carries. Balance. They're looking for kills. Puppy. He'll be found.
And BZM's going to try and help out.
Lasso thrown on the bounty.
I mean, Yuragi's TPing in. It looks rough. It's moves like this where you really feel that Na'Vi, there's just not a lot they can do right now.
Can they get out too? Yuragi
That's the
TP'd
thing.
in.
I don't think they can. They're going to chase them down, hit with the Shuriken under the tier 2. Okay, maybe they won't dive.
33.
I mean, they're tempted, Tundra. I mean, Boom stepping up. They have to be so careful, Na'Vi. They can't fight this.
Not versus the whole squad. Spirit Vessel now finished up for Saksa. Every one of the... Just look at the gold lead. It just continues just growing and growing on any of
They
these
tried
kills
to
so
step
much.
out.
Boom.
He's gone. Zayat's caught as well.
And there was that buff on the birds. Saw how quick the Doom died. Every kill's 1,000 gold. And when there's 5 heroes there. And soon, well, not too soon, but Bounty is getting closer and closer to level 12. More damage. They have a Vessel now for the Doom and the Tiny.
Well, let's do the exact maths because we've got the time. So So at the moment,
We don't have time.
Oh. Well, yeah, Na'Vi, they don't have the time. It looks okay. They get the kill on Saksa.
Yuragi, can he get himself out? Looks like he can.
I mean, they want to maybe get back in. Okay, Na'Vi seeing if they could get the jump with BZM. Shad, Requiem from the tree line catches BZM by surprise.
19. So on top of everything too, right? It's track, soul assumption, and galvanized stacks. So 19 now for mid one, getting involved in 18 of the 25 kills. Yeah, that's a cool draft. Navi trying to get a kill, Whitemon.
Maybe they'll get Whitemon. They got the lasso.
Made a lot for him.
He's able to get the snowball off, but he will die. This time we can be certain of that. Just having to put so much into just getting these small kills, Na'Vi.
You take what you can get at this point, but you're still losing so much. BZM 3 and 6 on the Tiny. Feels like they have all the answers for him. Level 12 now up on the Visage. Zayats is still having some pretty good farm on the Snap. All things considered, the supports are having okay games. It's just, yeah, these other 2 cores on the side of Na'Vi not getting any momentum, and that's kind of what Tiny wants to have, is Puppy.
And Yuragi's TP'd in to try and help out, but I mean, maybe with Zayats and BZM here. Okay, it's a good setup from BZM. Kisses coming in as well. Shad is trying to heal up with the lifesteal. He's still alive. Surely he doesn't survive. He does not. Shad will fall.
Doom.
Tundra, they're getting the cleanup. They've killed off Yuragi. They may even just get the team wipe here. Saxa's going to be able to stay over towards BZM. They'll chase down the Tiny, the last one left alive here for Na'Vi. He will live, but only just 4 dead again on Na'Vi. They only are able to take down 1 hero. It's a big one. You're getting Shad, but it's a 1-for-4 trade.
You feel forced to fight versus this, though, right? On Na'Vi, you're like, we need to fight into it, but it just doesn't feel good. XP-wise, gold-wise, galvanize-wise, etc. And that was their big fight with all their ults. Not the last one protectors that one used earlier, but that was the Doom, that was the Kisses. They're only really able to find one of these targets. So durable, so far ahead of Lads now for 33. The items just keep flying in. 14, 3, and 11 on a Visage in a pro game at 20 minutes. Like, Yeah, just thriving.
I just can't imagine we'll see Tundra get the chance to last pick a Visage.
I feel
again.
I said that even in the beginning of this tournament, just in general for the hero. I feel like most teams, just this hero, just... I feel like it's such a good fighting meta right now that he's able to always get a game like this.
Especially this tournament, right? A lot of the gameplay's been pretty chaotic, right? We've had a lot of action. It's been a very fun tournament, a lot of fun gameplay. And yeah, this is the sort of hero, as you said, it really revels in that.
Because like, what was the best answer we've seen to it? It was that Meepo tree lane that we saw from Nouns, which actually looked really, really cool, but that wasn't versus a 33 Visage, so... That net worth is just insane. Like, did we actually pull up the GPM for a second for him? It's 715 on a Visage. That's record-breaking for sure. Bounty soon to surpass those cores on the side of Na'Vi. Level 12 has been hit, so add up more gold, Owen. Plus 80 on all allies, 225 for him.
But what is that?
I'm not doing the math. It's
320 plus 225, so that's 545, and then plus the 250, so that's 795 gold out of nowhere. If the whole team kills someone that also gets taken out by the soul assumption.
Yes. Oh, pulls a creep.
Effectively 800 bonus gold for every kill that Tundra gets when everyone is involved.
Boom. There's that bird damage. The overload gets put on them as soon as they show up. Oh, up. Couple extra hits. Dies. Money. How much was that one? 1,000 XP, 600 gold. This has to be the highest kill count game. 2 kills a minute. And a game where Visage and Bounty love that kind of stuff. What's the next item that feels like Na'Vi? I'm just unsure. This Doom is just so shut down. I just don't know what Boom really goes for. He has to go for BKB, but this has to be one of the poorest Dooms you'll see when they go for
yeah. I don't know what you do. I feel like maybe you do something drastic, like you just have Yuragi go full split push and just try and get BZM to hit creeps and become, you know, some sort of late game presence as the Tiny.
I'm just unsure.
Like, I don't know how the Nature's Prophet carries a game when you're this far behind as a team.
It's him versus 3 carries, or 3.5 carries.
Like you can't turn up to these fights.
No. But they have. They've turned up to every single one.
That's kind of the only thing you can do.
Yeah. And now Roche probably on the menu. Oh, sorry, they did it right. My bad. Going toward top probably on the menu. So they can probably look to take out the top 2 towers. I don't know why I said Roche when I meant towers.
Poppy.
He's looking pretty dead. Track money. This is a rough one.
Yeah, at least in game 1, Na'Vi had sort of that first, 15 minutes or so where it looked kind of close. Rest of it, not so much. And then this game 2, definitely not so much.
All right, this is where you go to the toss-back plays, right? Now you're going to have to hope for the toss plays.
That's true. Some toss into fountain. Let's go.
Starting to feel like it's getting to that point. 33 has an AC about to be finished, too, for that push. They have the presence, affect buildings on SF, and they're just looking for more kills.
A sweeping across the map, killing whoever they find here, Tundra. Ooh, Yuragi looking to get out of this one. Boom. They'll get the Doom drop down onto mid-bomb, which will stop him from chasing down the Doom, so Boom will be able to back off, but that will be the Doom gone.
Now they have no kill threat, it feels like. 2,300 HP Storm barely takes any damage from that. Still ready to fight, doesn't even have to go back.
Yeah, they've got the full AC now, 33. They've got the Solar Crest as well as a team to save one another.
Oh boy. High ground time. They still got a minute left on the Aegis. They have the auras ready. These buildings will drop super fast. They have to pop the glyph with the Crimson. That was actually a bit of a slip up there. Now that guard is going to wear off as the glyph wears off.
There's the jump. Mid-one's going to find a chance to get in straight away over towards Zayas. Zayas gets out with the cookie, but he's still trapped in the shard. A raise from Shad finishes him off. We'll come in with a buyback. Jump forward from BZM. I'll get the toss back onto Mid-one. Mid-one's still able to zip away back to safety. Backdoor protection, protecting the mid-racks for now. Whitemore reaches in with a punch and the snowball. BZM's gone. 33 ready to push him with the familiars. Whitemon out to the side. He'll get caught by the Gleipnir, but he's able to walk away. Tossboard will finally finish him off. Puppey gets the lasso on a Shad, but the Vortex drag back from mid one comes into play as Puppey, he's out.
They cut the wave with Yuragi with the creep, but they were actually going through the back door. Melee racks exposed. They're going to continue. They still have Aegis for 10.
BZM.
Tossbacks.
There's another tossback. Sacks a corner into the tower. Had a cookie BZM to the side, but the right clicks just fly through. Triple kill for mid one. It is over. GG is called. What a game 2 from Tundra. And with that, the series, it's theirs. 39-15, 26 minutes in, 26,000 gold lead, folks.
I don't think you give this guy last pick Visage, especially not with even Bounty or I don't know. This draft was too strong, and Na'Vi, they fought into it, and they gave the first blood. That's the other thing, too. They were looking for the
beginning
fight.
Of the end.
You can see the smiles on their faces. I mean, 33. I think he may have surpassed the 800 GPM mark for a second there. It dipped down at the end, but that has to be record-breaking stuff from this Visage. Every single one of the fights, it was either track kills or bonus gold, and I mean, you can see it from Na'Vi. It's like they don't even know what hit them.
No, that was a fast one. A very fast one there from Tundra. Yeah, Na'Vi not standing a chance whatsoever in this game too. This series, Tundra, they'll be knocking Na'Vi down 2-0.
Yeah, I know what hit them. It was the Visage. It happened again. You cannot give this man the last pick, Visage. It's so strong, and particularly so strong in 33's hands. I mean, obviously...
it's hard to even talk about the game that just happened, because you let them last pick Visage. You fight early on into the first blood.
They did it again.
He's camping bottom, getting some extra kills. Bounty's pulling the creep wave, buying time for him until he comes back to the lane. And then the combo we talked about. The birds are just doing way too much. Hero versus hero.
Yeah, I wanted to go over this one real quick.
Yeah, go.
So basically, like, I wanted to show the early game and what you described and what happened here. So they did a really cool thing with Visage and Bounty Hunter lane, and they realized this lane is kind of weak at the first couple levels. So how did they solve this problem? They just didn't lane it at all. Visage, he started bot lane after getting first blood, as we'll see right here. Like, this is like something that should not be happening in these games, but it happens time and time again. But what was really, really cool about this was the fact that he lingered bot lane, right? He just ended up staying there. He let Soxa go top lane, and Soxa drugged the creep all the way around to the tower, so he wasn't missing anything but one wave, really. They got an additional kill there, and I think it's worth it with this one hero in particular, because you do get that 250 bonus gold for that kill. So he's already like 800 net worth from first blood and that one kill there, and we'll see it as well throughout the game. All this Bounty Hunter Visage stuff, it's just nasty, man. Like, you're getting so much gold per kill, track gold plus death toll gold, and at some point in the game, it's just... You can't do. They're laughing. They're having a good time. They're like, why am I making so much money? Why is my Visage so farmed?
They did a great job as well of just letting him get all of the last hits, all of the kills, right? I mean, he was crazy.
Yeah, you show up to a fight, that's 1k gold lead pretty much for every single kill. It is just way difficult. Something that people try to theory craft as well in the past is how to create gold out of nothing. When we talk about 33, he does like to play some of these heroes like Doom, and then also creating a lot of stacks, because when he was playing for Liquid, when he was playing for Tundra back in the days, they've been stacking a lot, creating gold pretty much out of nothing, and then add Hand of Midas, Octarine Core, try to stay on top of the net worth as much as you can, and just go with that, because his itemization is pretty standard for Visage. You go for drums, you go for pipe, then you upgrade to bongo boots. They even had extra boots, drums on Tusk, because they're like, yeah, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna be playing around the birds, and you can see the boys smiling for a very good reason, especially mid one.